Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for DA. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here's Murray. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Eldors, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. But I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that.
Now here's Murray. After Luka Doncic's miss. And his first shot of the game, no good. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
And here is Murray. There's the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Doncic with the steal.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
Count it.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Now here's Porzingis. Doncic looking it over. Offensive rebound, Mavericks.
And to me, this is what KP has got to do. Porzingis has the size and length to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Here's Murray. Passes to Jokic. He kicks it to Bull. Back to Jokic. Count that bucket.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now here's Doncic. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. Pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Inside, Porzingis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Porzingis has got 6.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Porter passes to Jokic. Dishes the Bull. It's rebounded by Doncic. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. To the middle. Good defense by Jokic.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Yes, that goes in. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here's Doncic. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Wide open look here for Murray. The step back jumper is good.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Now, here's Doncic. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. Doncic outside. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
For 3, Murray. Rebounded by Hardaway. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Doncic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told him, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Marjanovic. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Richardson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Doncic. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Richardson. Shoots over Barton. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Morris finds Barton. Back to Morris. Now the pass to Millsap. With one on the clock over Cauley Stein.
And that stifling defense of Cauley Stein is what got him drafted 6th back in 2015.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
We've got Josh Richardson. Dwight Powell is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Barton dishes to Millsap. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Barton's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nuggets.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Richardson for 3, and no good. And it's Denver the other way. Barton with it, now guarded by Redick. Dozier kicks to Barton. Barton missing again. Mavericks trail by 3. And stolen by Barton. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. For Denver, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Morris finds Barton. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. From down low. The shot's good from McGee. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Melly is checked in for Cauley Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. Morris with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's rebounded by Brunson. The Mavericks trailing. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Launches it. Kept alive.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Morris passes to McGee. Here's Dozier. Kicks to McGee. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Millsap. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Zinkas, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Josh Richardson. Mavericks trail by 3. In the pass to Melly. Now here's Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway against Porter. Hardaway, no good. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And the dunk by Bull.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Passes it to Melly. 1:49 left in the first half of basketball. The putback. Porzingis on the follow.
When you're 7'2", you can play at a whole different altitude.
Denver leading by 3. Murray outside. He dishes it to Bull. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Richardson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Rivers kicks to Jokic. Murray surveying the D. And he banks in the layup. And now a 7-point Nugget lead.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
It's to Porzingis. Redick passes to Porzingis. In the corner, it's Richardson. And here is Doncic. Murray with the defensive effort. Here's Green. Keeps it alive, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. And so it's Denver, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way for a... And that's a...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Porter. Then there's Bull, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Porzingis. And it's Jokic missing. Mavericks trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Melly is checked in for Dallas. Here's Jokic. Bull kicks to Gordon. Murray for 3. Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Dallas. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Will Barton comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. McGee finds Morris. Here's Millsap, guarded by Porzingis. Yep, that one goes. Millsap's got his first 2 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside, Porzingis. They grab their own miss. Out to the right wing. A second chance effort. Dallas, no good that time either.
And they continue to control the glass.
Millsap passes to McGee. The inside shot. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. And now it's a 9-point Nugget lead.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
And stolen by Barton. Out to Morris. Pass to Dozier. Millsap. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Gordon against Redick. And the basket by Gordon.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Murray's checked in for Monte Morris. Now here's Murray. Outside Gordon. The tray. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 11. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Rivers passes to Green. He kicks to Gordon. Shoots over Redick. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Now Burke. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Rivers. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Richardson. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway finds Richardson. Now Marjanovic. Millsap covering. Morris against Doncic. Clock at 4. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. They get it again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
The Nuggets leading by 8. And here is Morris. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Dozier. Porzingis with the steal. Hardaway dishes to Richardson. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Millsap passes to Barton. Got a piece of it. Doncic with the steal. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in.
Well, I think Hardaway Jr. has the kind of athleticism that allows him to be a contributor on the backboards.
Porter finds Jokic. Here's Murray. Back to Jokic from the arc. And another miss by Denver. Mavericks trailed by 4. The 3 for Doncic. But they recover it. Tries again. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis, and it's good. 2 points.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Murray kicks to Jokic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Luka Doncic.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Doncic.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Brunson against Murray. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Brunson, good.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Here's Murray up on top. Brunson covering. There's the 3. Murray, no good. Dallas with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Doncic, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
Brunson the pass to Doncic. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
And a wide open look for Porter. Nails the corner 3.
And you already see the great range, a calling card of Porter's. Even back in high school, shot 47% as a senior.
Here's Doncic. They get it back. Here's Porzingis. And the pass to Brunson. The 3 for Doncic. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Brunson against Murray. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way. And that one sends the bench
into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Murray against Brunson. And Murray, here we go. Whistle blows, basket, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
From deep, misses the shot. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the Hill Bridge. And here are the 5 for the Clippers. Batuma's out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. They get the rebound. The shot by George, wide open. George missing again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Oh, and here comes Porzingis. Oh,
yes. And just wanting it more there. You gotta like seeing Porzingis beat everyone to the spot in the open floor.
And Beverley kicks to George. The dish now to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And so it's Dallas with it after the Clippers pick up 2. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis passes to Doncic. They get it back. Second shot opportunity, and Porzingis with the lay-in. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Now, here is Morris. Beverly dishes to George. Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Morris. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now, here is Morris. Pass to Zubac. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Good on the shot. Porzingis has got 6. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Melly passes to Brunson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Clippers trail by 8. Jackson dishes to Leonard. 1:21 left in the first. Jackson misses. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Ollie Stein finds Brunson. Al Richardson. Here's Melly. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Leonard with the ball. Out defended by Ollie Stein. And he commits the intentional foul. And it's the Clippers with the ball, trailing here by 8. Here's Jackson.
And the offense early on limited to just jump shots.
Powell, that's good.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Outside Leonard. Out to Ibaka. Leonard inside. That shot off.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Ollie Stein passes to Richardson. Here's Melly. He's covered by Leonard. Now here's Brunson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
What do you love about Serge on this end? Has the...
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot.
Old school basketball, to be honest.
Now pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got Patrick Beverly. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Batum.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Another shot. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. The lead now in single digits.
I mean, blowing past the defense, Patrick Beverly gets up and down the court in a blink.
Doncic looking it over. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. And they go to the intentional foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. George passes to Zubac. And Beverly kicks to George. Just 5 on the clock. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Here's Brunson, and the rejection by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
The pass to Jackson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Powell finds Brunson. Dallas moving the ball around. Cauley Stein up top. Pass to Brunson. The 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Outside Jackson. Cousins against Cauley Stein. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Cousins.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. And here is Powell. Richardson outside. Shoots from 12. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard attacking. Kennard on the wing. Back to Leonard. over Cauley Stein. Leonard, no luck.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Melly. Misses the three. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 12-3 run. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Nicolo Melli. Brunson with it. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Cousins. Porzingis can't hit. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And that shot was up in time, but thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 1. Kenny, how'd you see it? And that'll do it for...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Porzingis.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
They've got Marjanovic. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Beverly dishes to Batum. High post, Zubats. Lets it go with a 3. A shot by Batum, no good. Out to Doncic. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And the shot is good.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Pass to Zubats. Back to George. The pass to Morris. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Uh-oh!
He went
That was nuts. As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
They need this. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for them.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Leonard looking around. Up and in on the layup.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Dallas.
Mavericks leading by 9.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Kennard's shot is off.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Porzingis. Nice D from Cousins. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. 9-point game. And an intentional foul right there. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Leonard. Good. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Dallas calls timeout.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Lock at 6. Here's Brunson. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 9. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Pass to Cousins. Outside Jackson. Outside George. Up to Ibaka. Takes a 3. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. And stolen by Cousins. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Richardson the pass to Pop. Back to Richardson. And it's Paul George with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Now Richardson. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Mavericks on top. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Paul George is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum, and it's Mann in at the 2-guard spot. Shot clock at 2. Here's Batum. Kicks it to Beverley from outside the arc. No good on the shot. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Over George. Doncic, no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And that's an intentional foul. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. George passes to Leonard.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Puts it up. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Mavs. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
9 feet out. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from George.
Silky smooth stroke. Nice touch. Paul George is a terrific jump shooter.
Passes it to Marjanovic. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And George kicks to Zubats. George dishes to Leonard. A second chance effort. Makes it off the glass.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
Mavericks leading by 9. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here is Doncic. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. George against Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Out to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. And a missed layup. Clippers trail by 9. George passes to Zubats. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Outside George. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. He kicks to Doncic. Over George, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. So the wing on the left, Ibaka, the pass to George. Back to Ibaka. Kicks it out to Leonard. Got it!
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... It's all happening in Dallas, Texas, here at American Airlines Center. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Hart. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And here's Doncic from the arc. Doesn't go that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's good from long range. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Passes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Puts it up from 12. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard with no one around. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Lillard against Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. It's good.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And here's McCollum. And there's the pass to Lillard. Down low, Nurkic hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Mavericks now. They trail by 3. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's off from three-point range. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's McCollum. They get it back.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. To the paint. Out to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic looking it over. Porzingis. It's good on the putback.
Tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Marjanovic. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Just 2 to shoot. And the basket by Lillard.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Brunson the pass to Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Here's Simons. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Pass to Melli. Here's Powell. Doncic outside. Three-pointer. And Cancer pulls it down.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Doncic. And then for the Trailblazers, Little comes in for Collins. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Damian Lillard.
With a number of go-to moves and a soft touch, Cantor can crush you inside.
Richardson kicks to Powell. Cauley-Stein passes to Brunson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Hangs in the air. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got his second bucket.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Back to Brunson. He gets it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. After this break, we'll be
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from
well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Anthony, also Enes Kanter out there. Powell is out there with McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. Dishes it to McCollum, and that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Harry Giles comes in for Anthony Simons. Here's Porzingis. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
McCollum outside, lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Powell, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley-Stein. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Richardson. And a switch here also for Portland. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Anthony. Lillard, right side. Three-pointer. To the wing right side. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 8 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Doncic with the steal. It's Hardaway with the drive.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
Trailblazers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Pass to Giles. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Back to Lillard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Richardson finds Porzingis. And boy, that looked like goaltending. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Cauley Stein comes in for Marjanovic. Trey Burke's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And then for the Trailblazers, Anthony's checked in for Collins. Little comes in for Norman Powell. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Damian Lillard.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
23 seconds left in the first half. Here's Burke. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Powell's got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Kicks to Little. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jets. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They did give up a couple baskets more. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
You've got Luka Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Porzingis. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. Here's Finney-Smith. Guarded by Powell. 5 on the clock. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10. And Lillard throws it down.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Marjanovic. The rebound by Giles. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Long arms and some quick hands that time. Some good awareness as Porzingis just kept moving.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Melly is checked in for Marjanovic. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. McCollum outside. He kicks it to Nurkic. Lillard against Doncic. And he's fouled. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Simons. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Simons has got 8 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Richardson outside. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Richardson the pass to Porzingis, and he comes up with the deuce.
That's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Cantor, the pass to Simons. A floater. Nice D from Doncic.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Cauley Stein comes in for Nicolo Melli. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now the pass to Simons. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. It's good. And now a 3-point Dallas lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. A nice shot by Simons.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Brunson the pass to Reddick. He can't get it to go. Excellent D from Cantor. It's Anthony with the drive. Pass to Cantor. The dish to Little. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Simons missing. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Pass to Conley Stein. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Collins checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Little. Norman Powell's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Zach Collins, and Lillard subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Now Lillard, 12 points for him. It's McCollum on the wing. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. And stolen by Lillard. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Trailblazers. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Reddick is checked in. Now, here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. Nurkic hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Brunson scanning the floor. Outside Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Brunson with it. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. To the inside. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Reddick's got the ball. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Reddick's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Melly. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Anthony taking his time here. This is it to Hollis-Jefferson. And Lillard kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nurkic. He can't get that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Dallas leading by 5. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time. No doubt about that one.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Buries the long-range jumper.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one's on Anthony.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. McCollum comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in for Lillard. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. And a wide open look for McCollum. Offensive rebound.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're in front by 4. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's given him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Dennis Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Doncic against Lillard. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Porzingis, and they pick up 2. And now an 8-point Maverick lead.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Doncic outside. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Hardaway. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Murray out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Bull in at the 4. Now here's Murray. Passes to Jokic. And here is Murray. From deep three-point range, Jokic on the follow.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Doncic with it inside. Hardaway finds Doncic. Down low and stolen by Bull. Porter in the corner from deep. The rebound by Marjanovic. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Porzingis inside. Here's Marjanovic. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And here is Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, you know, right there in that instance, you could see where Murray was able to take advantage of his size in that situation.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Bangs home the trifecta.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys, and for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
The pass to Porter. Lets the three fly. Mavericks with the rebound. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic, no good. Denver's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now Bull near the three-point line. It's Porter. Porzingis with the rebound.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull, and Morris subbed in for Porter. The Nuggets trail by 3, and is going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Green comes in for Jokic, and it's Austin Rivers in for Murray. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 3. Richardson kicks to Powell. Rivers against Redick. He dishes it to Cauley-Stein. Dallas, no good that time either.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Pass to Powell. Brunson scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. That one rolling around and rims out. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. That ties it up.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Richardson outside. Brunson against Morris. Richardson for 3. Dallas, no good that time either. Nuggets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Rivers gets a wide open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Powell inside. Millsap covering. 7-foot shot. Good work defensively by Millsap. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Here's Doncic. It's Richardson on the wing. Doncic outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So the first quarter ends Clark tie game in a low-scoring affair. So and it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, you've got Luka Doncic. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Melli in at the 4-man position. Murray dishes to Porter. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instincts.
That one's good by Porter.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
That one from long range. Doncic has got 6.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back-at-you three. The revenge triple.
Murray the pass to Porter. Bull with it. Marjanovic on him. And finished off by Porter.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now here's Porzingis. Back to Doncic. On the top of the key. Again, the Mavericks score. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Here's Jokic after Luka Doncic's bucket. Clock at 6. Porter passes to Jokic. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Bull. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Doncic feeling it out.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. And Bull wide open. He shoots. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. On the wing, Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Doncic from the arc. That one, no good. And it's Denver the other way. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now here is McGee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
From deep, Richardson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And here they come. Here's Dozier, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Powell in the high post. From deep, Richardson. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Morris outside. 17 seconds left here in the second, so they take the lead. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Richardson. And yes, it's good.
Richardson, good choice of shot there. He takes shots that come within the offense.
So a tie game here as we finish the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into. And that's...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Murray. Ole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Gordon in at the 3.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of it, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Now here's Murray. After Luka Doncic's miss, Murray kicks to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Back to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Bull. It's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Porzingis high post. Pass to Doncic. Beyond the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Porter finds Gordon. Now here's Bull. Started by Porzingis. Porter passes to Bull. Kicks it out to Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Bull can't hit.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Kicks it out to Gordon. The 3 ball. Tries to keep it alive. They get the rebound. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Doncic against Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Gordon with it. Hardaway picks him up. They shoot again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
And he can't get the first one. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. No points in the game yet for him. Dallas, no good that time either. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in. Denver leading by 3. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Barton kicks to Morris. The pass to Millsap from 13 and too long on the shot.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Back to Barton. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Barton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Richardson for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dozier passes to Millsap. Here's Dozier, the 10-footer. Almost, but it rolls out.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Brunson. Here's Redick. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
That one falls.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Richardson, good.
Boy, no easy answer for how you defend Richardson on the drive.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morris. The Mavericks pull it in. Fast break Dallas for the tie. And there's the nice layup by Cauley Stein. Cauley Stein's got it all tied up now for the Mavs. And here's Morris for three. That one's not going to go. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. We're going to step aside. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Melli in at the 4 spot. On the clock. Here's Green. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Richardson finds Doncic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
Pass to Millsap. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Porzingis. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Dallas, no good that time either.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Hole with it. Marjanovic on him. Martin passes to Jokic. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Porzingis. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Porzingis has got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
To the middle. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Hardaway against Murray. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Off target from outside.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Inside, Bull. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. Lays it up off the glass.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
Now here's Murray. Outside Gordon. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis kicking it over. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
to the paint. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slings it in.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Doncic outside Hardaway. Passes it to Porzingis from past the arc. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Porter's checked in for Will Barton. Here's Murray. 1:12 left in the 4th quarter. Jokic pass.
Oh! My goodness.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Doncic. Over Murray. And it's Doncic missing. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Dozier passes to Jokic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Here's Doncic. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Finney-Smith. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. It falls.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
It's in! Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
3 from the inbound. Can't connect. So a close game sees Dallas taking this a narrow. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Hardaway. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Ibaka is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. Morris, no good.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Pass to George. There's the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Beverley against Hardaway. Back to George. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, Paul George routinely making these difficult shots look easy. He's showing how dominant he truly is.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Here's the 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Now here is Hardaway. 4 on the shot clock. And here is Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball. And he's good on the 3 ball. George has got 7 points in the game.
Consistent shooter from outside the arc. Paul George is terrific at finding space when he needs to get a shot off.
Doncic kicks to Brunson. Looking to end the run, and it's good on the way in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
George against Doncic. George passes to Beverley. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the 3-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden. I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that 3-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Here's Brunson. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Passes it to Redick. A minute 42 left here in the opening quarter. Brunson, good. Brunson's got his second basket of the game. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Redick against Leonard, and so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Mavericks making a change here. LA's checked in. Jackson finds Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Basket good.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Richardson against Kennard. There's the pass to Melly. Here's Richardson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Los Angeles is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Jackson. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Richardson. Pass to Powell. Brunson against Jackson.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Got a hand on it. Richardson outside. Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Clippers. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes.
This game, it's
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the small forward position. Finney Smith passes to Richardson on the wing. Doncic, and he's going to get whistled for that foul. G, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Nicolo Melli. Hardaway is subbed in for Richardson. Doncic against George. The dish to Ibaka. Back to George. Shoots the three. That shot off. And it's Dallas the other way. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. The drive by Doncic.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific positional defender. He just uses that body so well to contest shots.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Zubac.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Hardaway against Beverly, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Hands it from downtown. Doncic has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
Well, the Slovenian delivers from deep. Luka Doncic lets his outside shooting set up the rest of his well-rounded offensive game.
And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by George.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Stolen by Beverly. And he commits the intentional foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Cauley Stein against Batum. He dishes it to Jackson. Back to Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. They grab their own miss. They now take the lead. Cousins has got 6.
Well, big frame, great hands, and Cousins a load on the offensive glass.
Johnson with it. And the basket is good.
Just very good offensive execution. Couldn't have asked for a better shot.
The Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Cousins. Kicks it to Leonard. Passes it to Jackson. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. Here's Cousins. The Mavericks pull it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent. What's better as an alley-oop partner than a man with great length and great hands? Go to work, DeMarcus.
Brunson against Jackson. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Dishes it to Jackson. Back to Leonard. From the wing. That shot off the mark.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Al Richardson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now here's Brunson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Leonard, that's for 2. And that one released in time, but no good. And some good action to the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at DeMarcus Cousins, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the floor for Dallas, Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Morris looking over the floor. Doncic against George. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here's Porzingis. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And that's now 9 points for Luka Doncic.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Morris kicks to George. Pins the shot with nobody near him. George has got 11.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Marjanovic passes to Hardaway for three. Rebound by the Clippers. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's George. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Lets it go from the wing. Goes back up. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just one on the basket from Cauley Stein.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Shoots from 12. Powell pulls it in.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Cauley Stein finds Brunson. Off on the layup. And Willie Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Jackson. Cousins with it. Outside Jackson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Kennard. Powell gets a hand on it.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Brunson against Jackson. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. It's Richardson on the wing. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hand.
Now Brunson. He's got 6. And the pass to Kleber. Shot clock at 5. Cauley Stein goes in. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Leonard. Outside Batum. Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. Kleba with the rebound. Here's the break. Richardson dishes to Powell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, this is where Dwight Powell is in his element. All of those physical abilities coming to bear on the interior. Nicely done.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top, up 4. Don't go anywhere. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Clippers leading by 4. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Substitution for the Mavericks.
Doncic outside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Here's George. Pass to Beverley. Back to George. Jacks up a 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Down low. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's foul number 2 for him. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Doncic. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now here's Beverley. And here's George for 3. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Doncic with it. George picks him up. And here we go. Beverley heading to the hoop. He gets that one. Beverley's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
What a nice little burst from Patrick Beverley to get in transition.
Up top, Doncic. Defended by George. And the rejection by Ibaka. George looking around. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And here's Beverley. Left side, George. The pass to Beverley. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Morris. Zubac kicks to George.
Well, this is the energy you want to see from Luka on the defensive end on every possession. Up in his man's grill, affecting the shot. That is nice.
Morris with the rebound. Over in the corner, Beverley. Zubac the pass to Morris. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And Porzingis, here we go. Good work there as it goes.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Pass to Beverley. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
5 to shoot. Outside Leonard. The tray hits it from 3-point range. And the Clippers lead by 8.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Doncic. The 3 kept alive.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Feeds to Cousins. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Offensive rebound Mavericks, and that one is good.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Now here's Leonard. He started closely. The feed to Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the 3. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Here's Doncic. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Kennard. The 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Leonard with the steal. Jackson down low. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. It was. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Hardaway. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Cullen passes to Giles. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic against McCollum. And that one drops. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the court.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Outside, Porzingis. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And that one, good.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Now, here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's McCollum following the score by Dallas. And he banks in the layup. McCollum's got his second basket.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Lillard way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Hardaway. There's the triple. The shot, no good. Portland trailing here. McCollum kicks to Giles. Powell the pass to Lillard. From deep. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. So for the Trailblazers, Anthony comes in for Giles. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Mavericks also with a sub. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Richardson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Looks like Josh Richardson is always seeking a shot, this time looking for contact as well.
Dallas shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Collins comes in for McCollum, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
There's no stopping Melo there. Too strong for any kind of defense. It's going to take a bit more than that.
Richardson against Powell. Richardson attacking. And he drops in the layup off the glass. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first. The pass to Powell. Doesn't go for him. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And that one drops for him. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Kanter finds Anthony. And stolen by Redick.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Simons surveying the D. To the inside, Anthony. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
27 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Redick. Lets the 3 fly. And Kanter pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 5. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Well, Cauley-Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
Powell, the pass to Simons. That one doesn't drop. It's tipped. Stolen by Kanter. And so it's Dallas. Heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Little. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Here's Brunson after Enes Kanter's basket. Now here's Richardson. Passes to Hardaway. Now here's Brunson. From outside, off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Richardson attacking. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Well, the D can't give Richardson that kind of lane to the basket. He will jump all over any available space.
Hollis-Jefferson kicks to Kanter. That shot missing. Mavericks leading by 5. Richardson outside. Here's Hardaway. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Hardaway, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland, trailing by 5. And it's Lillard missing. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Doncic left side. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Doncic has got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic outside. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Basket counts.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard surveying the D.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nurkic with the steal. And here's the break. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. It's his first trip to the line.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Giles. And Anthony subbed in for Lillard. Back to Powell. It's been all about Luka Doncic. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 2 assists. Thanks for joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward spot. Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Gets it to go. That one good from Giles. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star
kidding.
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Doncic following the score by Damian Lillard.
Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Melly is checked in for Marjanovic. Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's McCollum. Good work defensively by Richardson.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And it's Melly missing.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Doubled by McCollum. There's the pass to Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That one falls for Brunson. For the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for Giles, and it's Carmelo Anthony in for Norman Powell. And then for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's McCollum. He feeds it to Nurkic. Nice move. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Brunson kicks to Redick. Cauley-Stein passes to Redick. And he lays it straight in. Redick's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Really good decision as Redick is playing at full speed, but slows down, makes the right choice.
Pass to McCollum. The Mavericks pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Richardson attacking. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Simons, the pass to Collins. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Cantor checked in for Portland.
Zach Collins is aggressive, confident, and waiting.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6 from outside the arc. Here's Nurkic. Lillard against Brunson. Clock at 6. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Giles. 3-pointer, Lillard. Portland again missing.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Richardson, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 5. Over to the wing. Little dishes to Nurkic. Jones, the pass to Lillard. the basket and the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Nicolo Melli comes in for Cauley-Stein. Hardaway's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 14, and he makes that one. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard left side. Jones kicks to Little. Portland needs to get off the shot. Portland moving the ball around. That's a 2 from Lillard. They get it again. Chalk up 2 there. Giles has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Doncic, here we go.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Lillard outside. And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks ahead, leading by 4. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Mavericks leading by 4. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Little. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Simons. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays. And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here is Hardaway. Up top, Porzingis. Doncic feeling it out. Clock at 4. Porzingis trying to get free. Second chance shot. And Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Simons, the pass to Little. Here's Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Little. And Dallas also making a switch. Marjanovic checked in for Nicolo Melli. Here's Marjanovic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Kicks it to Nurkic. McCollum left side. It's good.
Well, McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finish. It's just how shifty he is.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That free throw good from Doncic.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Doncic. From deep three-point range, Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Doncic, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Lillard against Doncic. A three from McCollum. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Lillard against Doncic. And yes, it's good.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. No good with the triple.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
1:51 left here in the 4th quarter. Doncic outside. And stolen by Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Doncic outside. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. And the layup falls. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Moves back up. Giles kicks the foul. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Mavericks.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting 1.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Lillard again missing. Doncic against Lillard.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Doncic outside. Misses there. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them.